Hi there. This is a heads up that Intuition 5 is coming for those who have taken Intuition 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Intuition 5 is going to be held on August 8th, 9th, and 10th. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And this class is about past lives, future lives. I've been teaching this class for 40 some years, and it still amazes me at how powerful this particular class is. It's kind of like therapy in a nutshell. Very, very powerful. I don't know why knowing about past lives is so transformative, but it is. And it shocks me every time because it has a huge impact on like calming the angst and healing the old wounds, some of them that we don't even know about or not really consciously aware of on a day-to-day basis. But when we experience that past life, wow, all I can say is wow. And then there's the future life part of it, which is setting your future in motion. People often have this attitude that the future is something that just happens to them. They don't think about, what am I doing to facilitate that? How am I creating that future? And you are. And once you realize that and you take responsibility for even just putting one little thing in motion, and then it happens and you're shocked. You begin to understand what it is to come into your personal power. Most of us have been educated to just have this lockstep kind of perception. And we have been, courtesy of the education system, trained to just stay in the box. Don't be who you really are. Dump all these pieces and parts of yourself and become something that society would approve of. Well, that's not the way to be healthy. That isn't the way that you can expand consciousness. You have to get all the pieces of yourself back in a pile, so to speak, and then begin to operate from that whole self. And it is transformative when that happens. So Intuition 5, past lives, future lives, is really about restoring your wisdom. It expands your perception. It helps heal some of the ancestral stuff that you have brought forward and carry within you. And it expands the mystery of life, or returns some of that wonderful mystery that we've all gotten away from or been told that we can't know or shouldn't have. We need to have predictability and we need to have control. No, we don't. We need a little mystery. It adds excitement to life and it keeps you on your toes. You don't want something coming that is massively destructive. We do need to know those kinds of things. But typically, once you learn how to look backward and then forward, you will see, or you will experience, consciousness telling you, coming to you. Information comes to you just out of the blue and brings you what you need to know, what you need to be aware of. It comes in the form of dreams, little visions. You're busy doing something that's kind of mindless, and all of a sudden you have this full-blown awareness. Those are the gifts of consciousness. And that's part of what Intuition 5 helps to set in motion, bringing you to a place where you are open to the past and open to the future. In this class, you get permission to become, to know thyself, to unfold and keep unfolding. And because there's other people that are moving through that right along with you, you will have some support and you learn from the other people in the class as well. It's really a beautiful thing. So be aware that I couldn't say it any clearer than this. Consciousness is the mechanism of creation. It is the nature of consciousness to create. And looking at past lives lets you see, what have I created? And looking at the future lets you put some things in place that will help shape that future. And that's what you need and want, to have this sense of, I'm managing life. I have control over my life, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So once again, go to pennykelly.com, which will take you to mycocolife.com. Sign up for Intuition 5. If you've taken the prerequisites, you can't just pop into past lives. There's the people who have reached Intuition 5 are astounding in what they can do with their consciousness and how they have unfolded. They have begun to move through the stages of development. And there's an amazing difference between them and people who have not been through that development. So go to pennykelly.com or mycocolife.com, MY-COCO, C-O-C-O, life, Life.com, and sign up for Intuition 5, Past Lives, Future Lives. And that is going to be on August the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th, from 2 to 6 in the afternoon. And that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The classes are wonderful. They're intense. The people are amazing. So join us and unfold yourself a little bit further. Hope to see you there. Take care.